Hi everyone, I am Wafa Lango and welcome you all in Grammar in Detail. If you are new and not subscribed the channel, so please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get some more videos about grammar. Today, as you know, that we are going to discuss the ditransitive verb allocate from active voice into passive voice, and meaning of allocate is to fix or to arrange, etc. Now you know what is ditransitive verb. First we will little bit discuss the definition. Di or D means to, transitive which can be changed into passive voice, and verb which shows an action. So those verbs which need two objects and can be changed in passive voice into four ways. You know there are four ways to change them from active voice into passive voice. That's why we call them ditransitive verb. You know ditransitive verbs need one direct object and one indirect object. Direct object means all non-livings and indirect object means all livings. So you know whatever the non-livings you have, those will be called the direct, and whatever the livings you have, those will be called indirect. You know ditransitive verbs need two objects. Why do they need two objects? Because their meaning won't be clear and understandable with one object, whether direct or indirect. So you need to put the both objects, direct and indirect. Suppose I say you allocate me. Now you allocate me, you know you cannot allocate me and you cannot fix me, but the meaning is over here wrong. And if I say you allocate a job, now for whom you allocate a job? Now you know for that the both objects are necessary to be put. If I say you allocate me a job, so this is what you know, the meaning is now clear. You allocate me what? A job. You allocate a job for whom? For me. You know mostly we bring indirect object at the beginning, direct at the end, but if you want to shuffle the places, keep in your mind your indirect object means me will be followed by a preposition. You allocate a job for me. So these are the two ways to change them from active voice in active voice. And main target how we are going to change them from active voice into passive voice. Today we have got the ditransitive verb, you know, allocate in the future perfect tense, how you are going to change them from active voice into passive voice. I will have allocated you a salary. I will have allocated a salary for you. You know indirect comes at the beginning, direct at the end, but if you bring the direct, so it will be followed by a preposition. In the same way, you know subject is here, doer of an action, but when in passive voice you bring it in the place of object, like by me in the place of object. So here by me will not be called object. Keep in your mind it will be called agent. And what is the definition of agent? It tells us who does an action in a sentence. And you know when object, whether indirect or direct object, comes in the place of subject, you, and a salary, so here it will be called, you know, the title or the topic subject. And what is title or topic subject? A person, place or a thing in a sentence which we are talking about. So you know when you bring indirect object at the beginning in first and second sentence, by me comes at the beginning, a salary at the end, a salary at the beginning, by me at the end. When you bring the direct object, salary at the beginning in third and fourth sentence, so by me comes at the beginning, for you at the end, for you at the beginning, by me at the end. So these are the four ways to change them from active voice into passive voice. So sentences will be as followed. You will have been allocated by me a salary. You will have been allocated a salary by me. A salary will have been allocated by me for you. A salary will have been allocated for you by me. Negative sentences, we have got those sentences in which we deny the statement, reject the statement and refuse the statement are called negative sentences. I will not have allocated you a salary. I will not have allocated a salary for you. You will not have been allocated by me a salary. You will not have been allocated a salary by me. A salary will not have been allocated by me for you. A salary will not have been allocated for you by me. Interrogative sentences, those sentences in which we ask question and put queries are called interrogative sentences. Will I have allocated you a salary? Will I have allocated a salary for you? Will you have been allocated by me a salary? Will you have been allocated a salary by me? Will a salary have been allocated by me for you? Will a salary have been allocated for you by me? Next we have got formal sentences. Those sentences in which we ask question, deny the statement and we ask them in a formal way. Will I not have been allocated by you a salary? Will I not have been allocated a salary for you? Will you not have been allocated by me a salary? Will you not have been allocated a salary by me? Will a salary not have been allocated by me for you? Will a salary not have been allocated for you by me? Informal sentences, those sentences in which we ask question, deny the statement, and we ask them in an informal way. Won't I have allocated you a salary? Won't I have allocated a salary for you? Won't you have been allocated by me a salary? Won't you have been allocated a salary by me? Won't a salary have been allocated by me for you? Won't a salary have been allocated for you by me? So these are the sentences of direct transitive verb allocate from active voice into passive voice in 4 ways in future perfect tense. Hope you got today's lecture. Wish you best of luck. See you next time with next lecture. Goodbye.